Live from beautiful Ohio, it's the OK Boomer podcast, featuring siblings, the real Jean and Laura.
Hello, I'm Jean.
And I am Laura, and we are here to help all of you boomers, millennials, and everyone in between to be happily okay together. We're always okay together, Jean. Good to see you.
Great to see you. Here we are, just reminding our friends that we're here live in beautiful Ohio.
Indeed, a little cooler today, but that's okay. So how was your week? I always want to know.
Oh, thank you, dear. I was going to say with the beautiful Ohio thought,
Yes.
that we have had gale force winds actually over the weekend.
Yes, we did, and I think some of our islands got flooded.
Right, because the wind came roaring out of the north, so it blows Lake Erie onto land. And I heard that Cedar Point, a big amusement park, had to close due to flooding. People needed to be rescued, so it's a changeable place.
It is very changeable, but
It's
very
changeable.
exciting.
So
never boring.
Never boring, and there are truly some places of beauty. So yes, here we are. I've had what I would call a regular week. Everything was fine.
All right.
Yeah, everything was fine. I learned a little bit about BLT sandwiches.
Oh, I love BLTs.
Right,
Love them.
and for maybe some of our friends in other places, that stands for bacon,
Lettuce.
tomato.
And I had one last week that included turkey.
Ooh,
Oh, it was so good.
Ooh, and you could put cheese in.
You could.
Plenty of mayo.
You
Right.
put cheese and it gets close to being a club sandwich.
Yeah, it probably does. And lots of mayo. Do you like Hellman's mayo or Miracle Whip?
I actually like helmets. I used to be a Miracle Whip girl.
We were raised on
We were
Miracle
raised
Whip,
Miracle
but
Whip, but yeah,
definitely
switched.
Hellman's.
Oh, all the way.
So my younger millennial son has been experimenting with ways to make bacon. And especially when you're making like these sandwiches, you want a big quantity of bacon.
You have to have tons of bacon.
Tons of bacon. And then you're trying to avoid having gallons of bacon grease everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Did I tell you
Oh.
that when I was having my bacon fiasco the other day, I accidentally poured it into a large red Solo cup?
Ooh.
And the whole thing just melted down in 2 seconds. And I had hot bacon grease all over me. Yeah, don't do that, people.
Right.
Stick with the can.
Case in point. Yes, I save old cans. That's
Yes.
my method. I save old cans. I
You
put
bet.
it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Right. So
Sometimes
now
the freezer. Always
Oh.
fun to see hard lard in your freezer.
hard lard.
Hard
lard.
lard.
This is I think I'd like to start a new podcast to call it Hard Lard. I like that. So the
Stay
bacon
tuned.
thing, this is my son's latest idea for bacon, so you might want to try it.
Yes.
He cooks it on the grill, just a whole bunch of it on the grill. He said it took about 6 minutes. Thought it came up,
Really?
yeah, perfectly.
Now, does the fire spit up? Because you're putting grease on that fire. Does it get big flames?
Well, we do not. Good, excellent question, and
Thank
I appreciate that you would be concerned about flames.
Yes,
Being the junior fire marshal that you are.
of course.
Yes. So this is a smoker. This is a Traeger smoker. No flame. So it worked.
Hey, that's a good tip.
So we made such good sandwiches. Yeah, and we really got into a roll on them. How we got started is my son didn't think we had anything to eat, and the fridge looked pretty full to me. So I thought, I bet we have something to eat in here.
Right.
And I saw bacon, lettuce, and tomato in there, and I said, how about some BLTs? Haven't had those in a while.
Oh,
Well,
gosh, they're
it's
so
kind of like, and then, of course, we realized you can't go wrong.
It can't go wrong. Now, not to keep going on and on about BLTs, although it is a fine subject indeed.
It is.
Do you remember Mom, back in the 60s, early 70s?
Whoa.
She had the bacon maker thing, and you would, wrap the bacon and pull up these little like doors, and that's how it cooked.
I do remember that, and I think like many small appliances,
It just died.
it died, and they don't work as well as they look like they should work on TV. It looks great, and then
I just always thought it was cool to see the bacon in the
she'd wrap it over this like tube, and then the doors would shut.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Anyway,
So that was that. So this I thought you might be interested in. I mean, thank you for being interested in BLTs.
Of course,
so
all
let's
the
try
time.
another topic with you.
Topic 2.
Hot tubs are good for you, as you probably know, but they can be as good as exercising for your body. Yes.
We have a hot tub. We're very blessed to have one, especially when you're in Ohio winters. It's nice to have one.
Yeah.
But as good as exercising?
Yes, if you sit in it long enough, it is. It affects your body the same way, which I can't remember the details, but because I was just more excited of like, yes, we can sit in a hot tub.
And say we exercise?
Yes.
Oh, this is truly good news.
So keep your eyes out for
I
that.
have to research this for next time. Wow. So hours, maybe not hours.
I couldn't sit in it that long. How long can you sit in your hot tub?
I can do it over an hour. I have done it over an hour.
Oh, well, there you go. Then you got your exercise.
Prudish when I come out, but
good for you.
that's so exciting.
So
Right.
from the hot tub
Yeah.
to maybe this is what you do. Maybe you go to bed after that. And do you put on any kind of melatonin sleep lotion on? I've been starting to use melatonin
No, I don't.
sleep.
I'll try.
Am I
any
saying
kind
that
of
right?
wrinkle
Melatonin,
cream, but
is that how you say it?
melatonin? Yes. Does it help you sleep?
I've been using it as, I should say too, besides the lotion, I have the bath oil things that you pour in that has melatonin in it too.
Like for taking a bath?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
yeah.
so you do the
Soak, then I put the lotion on.
Wow, that's a lot of melatonin. Do you take the pills?
No, do they work?
I don't know. I've known some people. I think it helps. I don't really know.
Plus, I heard that it also helps your joints too. So I'm giving it a try. Is there anything bad about it that I should know
I
about?
hope not. People let us know if there's something bad. I don't think so.
So I've been doing that. So that's been my week. I've been eating BLTs and working on my melatonin.
Wow. It seems somewhat healthy. Maybe
Yeah,
the
there you
bacon
go.
not so much, but
How are you?
well,
my
let
dear?
me tell you. Always love talking about my week.
Yeah, you had a big
my
week.
This was a big week for us. We helped my son move back from Austin, Texas.
Yep.
In a U-Haul.
Yeehaw, yes.
And we had a blast. We had a blast. Some highlights from traveling with a millennial.
All right, let's pretend it's a slideshow, an old-fashioned slideshow.
Yes, we're putting up the slide.
Slide one.
Or we could have like our
The viewer, the Viewmaster. All right, we're
Click
ready to click. What do I
on
see?
slide 1.
Yes.
Well, first off, on the plane, because we flew there and then drove the U-Haul back.
Yeah.
I read a fascinating article. You know those little plane magazines.
Do they have those back?
They are back.
Okay.
They are back. We can do the Sudoku.
Crossword puzzles, you can
Yes.
touch them, you can take
them. You can touch
them.
them, feel them, take them
Oh,
home.
that's good news to
There
know.
was an article, and I didn't realize there was one close to us, for cow cuddling or piglet yoga.
Oh my goodness, cow cuddling. What is
Well,
cow?
I heard of goat yoga. Now they have piglet yoga at the Kirtland Farms not too far from us.
They are close. And
Yes.
you actually, do you look at the pigs
I
or they're
think
right with
they're right with you. They walk on you. They do all kinds of things with you. But cow cuddling, $75.
Uh-huh.
We could cuddle a cow. Now,
How they don't seem to be cuddly.
I know.
Like a panda. We could cuddle a panda. We could
Panda
cuddle
would be
a
fun. Maybe
bunny.
a tame lion. I don't know. It'd have
But
to be
how do
really
you
tame.
cuddle a cow?
It was odd, but there were photos of people laying with the cows. It's a little odd, but there is such a thing as cow
Laying with the
cuddling.
cows. Another good name for a podcast.
Yeah.
Laying with the cows.
Laying with the cows. That's another. So many podcasts.
I'll keep that in mind. Wow. Yes.
I hope somebody doesn't take our idea. Laying with the cows.
So you flew down.
So we flew down, had fabulous, fabulous food. We went to the U-Haul place right off with our millennial son.
Yes.
got us a wonderful 20-foot U-Haul. But as I'm in the U-Haul, things I didn't realize I did, that of course millennials are very good at pointing these little things out to us.
So when you're driving the U-Haul truck.
Well, we were actually in the U-Haul store.
Okay.
And maybe after 2 minutes of me doing this, my son so sweetly says to me, and he was very polite, he says, Mom, you know you don't have to actually read each text aloud as you're going through your text. I didn't know I did that. I'm in a store in line. There was a long line, and he said, you're reading them all aloud. So I learned that. Sometimes it takes
You really were?
Yes, I was. And Gordy was my husband, my old age.
Yeah.
He said, you do tend to do that. I didn't realize I just start reading my text aloud for everyone to hear.
You can't read silently anymore.
Apparently I can't read silently anymore. Yes. But then we got there. Then I love new.
I'm going to be chuckling a while, but keep on
fine.
going.
Chuckle away.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work on that. You're never too old to
That's right.
learn new skills. So I'm going to try to text and not read every text out loud. All right. Now, it's always fun to learn new words with our millennials.
Oh, good.
So my absolutely darling daughter-in-law, love her to death, she brought up the word, I don't know if I can say it right, choogy.
Choogy, I believe.
Choogy? Cheugy.
Choogy.
And I don't know where we were exactly, but she said, that's kind of choogy. And I got all excited
because
I think you had mentioned that word and I didn't really know what it was.
Right. I had seen it and read a little about it, and I thought this would be great. Laura's always so good with that Gen Z stuff and the new trends. I'll have her research this.
Yes.
So what have you found out?
So apparently choogy. Is it like choogy?
That's how you say it, right? Choogy.
Anyway, I guess, I may be saying this all wrong, it's something that used to be very trendy, but now it's out. But something fairly recent that was trendy.
I think that's part of it, or I think that's like you think you were dressing on trend, but you're actually not.
Yeah.
So kind of two ways. You either have a move with the times or you think you're okay. That's probably me. I think I'm fine. And I actually might be choogy.
We might be choogy.
Right.
So we've talked about all these mom jeans now are very on trend. My legging, jegging jeans are maybe now a little choogy.
Well, what was she referring to? Your sweet daughter-in-law. What was she referring to?
I can't remember. I should have made a note of it.
And then you could have read it aloud.
And then I could have read it aloud reading my text. Yeah, I'll let you know next week. Anyway, it's just interesting to think, what is now choogy?
So do we really care if we're choogy?
I don't know. I like to think we're
on trend.
Yes, that we're up to date with things. I don't know. Anyway, now, a couple things I learned on my trip.
Oh.
I feel like at this age, I should have known this. Really should have known this. I feel like a fourth grader would know this.
Don't go away with strangers.
That was a good one.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger, but...
something else.
Two other things. Okay.
That you shouldn't do. These are things...
No, these are things I should have known. Really should have known. Embarrassed to even say I didn't. So we're in Austin.
Bacon grease melts Solo cups. You could add 3.
We could add 3.
All right.
Ken, we are such an informational podcast.
All right, so number 1 is bacon grease. Number 2
is we're in Austin. We're walking down South Congress, which is really, it's just a fun, delightful place. And I might say, I so excitedly saw Jenny's ice cream, which is based out of Columbus, Ohio. Yes. Really good ice cream. My son was taking us to this special ice cream place. He didn't realize it's actually from Ohio.
Oh.
So he was...
feeling a little choogy.
Yeah, maybe feeling a little choogy. Like, actually, we've known about this for a while. So anyway, so I realized at maybe 8:25 p.m. going to get Jenny's ice cream. Austin time. And I remarked and said, wow, it's so dark here. At home, it doesn't get dark till around 9 o'clock.
And yes, and why is this, Laura? What is happening?
Well, I didn't realize. I always thought that, I realized we get darker later than the East Coast.
And why is that, Laura? Because we live further
west.
Right.
Yes,
the sun is moving.
Right. But he said, this is what I never thought about. He said, and the further south you go, because of the way the earth is tilted in the summer, they get darker earlier than we do.
So you have two things going on.
Like the northern lights, the further north you go, their days are longer. Why have I never known this?
Well, because I guess it doesn't really.
I never realized that in the south,
right,
it gets darker earlier at night.
Right, because if you lived on the equator, you would have 12-hour days and 12-hour nights, right? Aren't they equal? I think.
Yes, but then none of this makes sense to me. So this was a conundrum I had. I'm still dealing with it.
And then it depends where you are, like you said, in your time zone.
Right.
We're far west of our time zone.
I get that completely, but he said, yes, I do, dear. I do. I don't get what I don't get. This is a boomer struggle I'm having. It's real. That because we're up north, our days are longer.
Right, because the sun is rising up.
Yeah.
That's how you get, like in Scandinavia, what happens there?
It's light all the time.
Yes.
Why did this never click to me?
Right, and it's not
anyway,
so.
So that was a big realization. I have one more big realization.
Yeah.
Oh, feeling old.
So what's the third thing?
Well, we had a fabulous breakfast at a place called Phoebe's Diner. Oh my gosh. They had fried French toast.
Fried in, like deep fried?
Yeah, deep fried.
So crispy and...
Crispy, but it was outstanding.
Crispy but juicy and
I really
good
want
syrup.
some right now. Best coffee. We also had something called Summer Moon Coffee. They use like summer moon milk. Moon milk is what they call it. It's just Austin food is fabulous.
Right, good food scene.
All right, so as we're sitting there looking at the menu, you probably knew this, and this somewhat ties in with the bacon. They had a picture of a pig.
Yes.
They showed all the cuts of meat of the pig.
Oh, that's fun to look at.
Yes. What I didn't know is that the butt of the pig is up near its shoulder.
Huh.
I always thought the butt was near the butt.
No, I probably didn't know that. Why?
I never knew that.
No.
Ever. And I guess that's the ham part that we eat is more like that. So there you go. Butt of the pig, bacon. It's a wonderful world.
So see, traveling is it's really opening you up, isn't it?
It is. And
the new horizons. Good for you.
I have one more quick thing.
Oh,
that
fine,
I realized I'm a creature of habit. Hard to believe. We took pictures because coming home we stayed in Nashville.
Yes, on your way back up north. Right. To the endless sun.
Yes. And then we went to Nashville, fine. Showed our son Nashville. We're walking around. Well, let's take a picture. Fine. Took a picture. And then I said, it'd be fun to see the pictures from 2 years ago when we made a similar trip back from Austin.
Oh, you stopped in Nashville, you and the OH. So,
yes,
okay, 2 years ago,
so
you did this journey.
Yes, because we were up on a rooftop area, and I thought, boy, this looks familiar. Maybe it's where we were 2 years ago. So I'm looking at pictures, and what to my wondering eyes should I realize I am wearing the exact same outfit.
So you're in this exact same place in Nashville, wearing
same place, wearing the exact same outfit, holding the exact same purse. How pathetic am I?
Well, no, but that probably is a choogy thing to do.
Very choogy. Yeah.
But
So
that is amazing. The exact same top?
Yeah.
Did you have shorts?
The exact same top, the exact same skirt, the exact same purse, hair looked the same. I just looked a little older, but I look it was the exact same pose.
So that's your Nashville outfit.
And apparently, every time I go to Nashville, I have to preserve this outfit.
Well, welcome back.
Yes.
It'll be good to see your son when we
Oh,
can
I
see
know.
him. I'm thrilled to do that. And I would like to wish you, well, really everyone, Happy New Year, because we're starting a new life.
It is a new life.
Happy New Year. Right. The masks have been coming off. We've been free. And I think we're officially free after Memorial Day.
Yes.
So Happy New Year. So this put me in kind of that New Year mindset of, do I want to have some goals, some resolutions? The world's opening up. Should I resolve some things?
Yes, I think we should.
And I had been reading about that it's time to learn a new skill. I thought, well, that's great, but I'm not sure I can knit or quilt or
No, we've
tap dance.
you
I thought, I
cannot.
don't know what I would do. So I was thinking, but I thought, I'm open to it. I'm open to something new. So one thing, I've done 2 things because of this.
Wow.
Yeah, already.
Wow.
Happy New Year.
I mean, Happy New Year, and you go.
Right, Auld Lang Syne. So the first thing I've done is I renewed my passport because it had expired last summer and I just couldn't deal with it last summer, right?
And we couldn't go anywhere, so.
Anyway, so I thought, even though they last 10 years, it seems that time goes by so fast. So I thought, I'll do it now. I will have my passport and you and I are going on a cruise.
I love it. Because I did renew mine shortly before the pandemic. So.
Oh, that was nice. So I hope to get mine in about 20 years. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'm hoping to get it. But yes, I got the pictures. I printed the forms, mailed it all in. It was actually fun when I went to mail it because I took it into the post office. I wanted to make sure I was doing it all right.
Yes.
So I'm in line, and now I'm in line with people who were right by me.
Yeah.
Without masks. And we're all talking.
Wow, so the post office doesn't require it right now?
Right, or at least not the one this one's little station in the grocery store.
Now, does it make you still feel a little uneasy, or are you great with this?
Yeah, probably a little uneasy, but then I realized I should be great with this, so I'm going to be great with it.
We're fully vaccinated.
So I'm in line, and I get up there, and I'm telling the nice post office lady that I want to mail these in. I'm finally doing it, and what would be the best way for me to mail it to the National Passport Processing Center? How could I do this? And then it was so much fun. Like I said, we're all in line, so everybody in line has an opinion.
Oh, that's fun.
How I should send this, and we're all chattering. Where just a few weeks ago,
nobody would have said a thing.
Right?
We would have had your little mask and kept quiet.
I've been 6 feet away, and this was so much fun.
Well, that's interesting. Now that people are taking their masks off, are we talking more? I mean, are we much more willing to talk to a stranger?
Yes, like we used to. Sure,
Right.
if you were in line, in fact, one man told me how he and his wife just drove up to Buffalo, which has a customs office because it's a point of entry to Canada. And, so he thought maybe I could do that. I sort of was thinking, well, I'm here with my forms in this right now. I think
Probably not, but you could take a U-Haul and drive to Buffalo.
Right. And wear the same clothes that I would.
Exactly.
But he wanted me to get the passport card, and I said, but isn't that only that's good for like Canada and Mexico? I want a passport.
Yeah, no, we want to go to
So hopefully that's en route. I'll keep you posted.
Exciting.
And we can start clicking on those cruise deals.
Oh, I
I'm
know.
hoping.
There have to be good cruise
We are
deals
doing
right
this.
now.
We are going to do this.
And we'll podcast live from a cruise ship.
Right. Yes.
That's exactly what we will do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we will do. Yes. Right. From every deck, and we'll tell you every meal.
From the Lido deck.
Right.
Do they still have Lido decks? I don't know.
Oh, I hope so. So my second thing, I have another thing too, kind of a new Happy New Year resolution kind of idea.
Yeah.
This began on this past Wednesday night.
Yes.
It was about 10:45. I was already in bed reading, had my reading things.
A lot of details, but continue.
I'm setting the stage.
Oh my God.
This is the wide shot. I'm setting the wide shot. Then we're going to be zooming
Focusing
in.
Okay.
All right. So this is the wide shot. So I see on Facebook an ad for a study called Heartline Study. And it said it was looking for people age 65 and over to participate in a Johnson & Johnson study with Apple to study heart health, and in particular, atrial fibrillation.
Really?
Yes.
Do you
Fibrillation.
feel you have that, or you didn't?
No.
You didn't have to have signs of anything.
No. And I thought that sounds interesting, and I read a little more. Yeah. And to be in this study, there's going to be two groups, two randomly selected groups.
Yes.
One will use the Apple Watch.
Okay.
As part of the study.
Okay.
And one will not.
Oh, so you want to be in the Apple Watch group?
Oh, yes. And if you're in the Apple Watch group, you get a free
Apple Watch?
Yes.
How'd I guess that?
Yeah. Oh, so I was thrilled. So
do tell.
So I thought, well, this will be good because I've been thinking about, focusing on my health again. It sounds like something positive to do now that we can really get out and move around.
Yes.
So I started filling out the forms. I clicked yes. So just if you see something on Facebook about this, just FYI.
It's a real thing.
It is a real thing. So my OH came to bed, and I said, I'll just be up a little bit longer because I'm filling out all these forms. And there were many, release forms and informational forms and instructions, and click.
All right, so hours later.
Well, pretty much hours later, I thought, oh, great. I go to bed. I wake up the next morning.
Yeah.
And I've been selected for the Apple Watch group.
Yay! Woo!
And they sent me a code to order my Apple Watch.
Okay.
And amazingly enough, this all worked. Like, if America worked like this all the time, life would be so great. Because first of all, the forms all got filled in fine. Didn't have a single problem with that. Second of all, I woke up, I ordered the Apple Watch at 8:30 in the morning. It was delivered to me by 11:30 that same morning.
No, that actual same day?
Yeah, so I had gone to
morning.
bed at 11:30 the night before. By 11:30 the next day, I was enrolled in the study, and I had my Apple Watch in my hands.
That's unbelievable.
And by 1 o'clock, I had it all set up and everything was fine. It just was a breeze.
It all worked? You didn't have to call the Apple hotline?
I didn't have to call. This is called Heartline. I didn't have to call the Heartline.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how's it going? Congratulations.
Well, I did my first week's assignment, which was to read about heart health. And then starting this coming week, I'll be starting in their physical program, their fitness program. So I'm really excited about it.
I would love an Apple Watch. Now, if any of you have noticed on our podcast, our little logo has the two of us holding up our Apple Watches, but we were just trying them on in the store.
Right, when they first came out.
When they first came out, it was an old picture. We thought it was fun, but now you actually have one.
Right, and we never bought them. I thought that was too much of a luxury, too much of a splurge.
How I feel.
But I think they've come a long way too. This is the Apple 6, so they've come a long way
This
since.
is so exciting! I would love to get the new Apple Watch. You're just going to have to keep me posted.
I love it so far. Now this one, I have to give back when the study's over, which that's fine. But
yeah, you can see if you like it.
That's right, and I think the study's going to last a while, so I'm feeling good because I thought this is cool. I'm in a study. I'll be learning more about my heart and health. Yeah. I have an Apple Watch.
This is so
Happy
exciting.
New Year to all of us.
Watch,
right.
Happy new life after the pandy.
So I have a real quick, speaking of after the pandy,
Yes.
real quick survey for you. Little mini quiz.
Yes.
As we're winding down here, a little mini quiz. Yes, it's been noticed by financial reporters on the news. We are all starting to splurge after the pandy.
That's fun.
We are starting to splurge. And how are we splurging?
I don't know.
Are we going wild? No, not so much, actually. So our number one splurge is?
Well, housing market's been great. I don't know if it's that. Probably not.
I think it actually, I'm surprised it's not. They say that, right, buying a new house, maybe with a pool or in a nice location, a vacation.
But that's not it.
No, number one is traveling. That's what we're dreaming most about, traveling.
We're being no, we're not choogy.
No,
we're not choogy. We're on trend with travel.
Right.
Okay.
Number two is socializing. We want to socialize.
What does that mean? Like just spending money to get together, to have parties?
I suppose eat out,
Okay.
yeah, which is actually another thing. Dining at an upmarket restaurant.
Ew.
taking an extended vacation.
Yes.
That's kind of puzzling to me. Isn't that what we've basically done the past year?
We had a long
extended vacation. So that one kind of puzzled me. And the last one, which I think would be great since I'm feeling that Happy New Year feeling, the last splurge on the list was throwing a party for family and friends.
Oh, I think that's a good one. Because the 4th will be coming up. So we should start planning our party.
Right, for our family. Right, and
These
Christmas
are
in
good.
July. We could do that. And you and I are going to travel. And it's almost time for us to say toodles.
It can't be.
It really is.
How do these go by so quickly?
But I can actually tell you something about the word toodles.
Seriously?
Would you like to hear something about the word toodles?
I would.
You might have thought it was more of an English word, and it probably has some relation to toodaloo.
Right,
I
which
suppose.
seems very British.
Right.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. And apparently that word started in England at the beginning of the 1900s. Okay, when did toodles come to America? Or when did we start using it?
I just have no idea.
Toodles came in 1965, and it was first said by Sally Field in the movie Gidget.
Seriously.
That's where
never would have
our
known that.
starting to use toodles started in 1965.
With the movie Gidget. So Sally Field was in a movie in 65.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's had a career.
Yeah, she's had
So our time goes so fast. I love you.
I love you. It's so good that we are, of course, together again. Here's to celebrating a new year. And thank you, listeners. We thank Pat at Speak Up Talk Radio. And you can find us at
okboomer.com.
And where's our underscore?
Or underscore, okay, boomer, underscore pod.
Oh, we just don't know.
Anyhow, we love you and toodles.
Toodles.
Be sure to come back to beautiful Ohio and the OK Boomer podcast. To listen to previous episodes or to drop us a line, visit okboomerpod.com.